What's up everybody, it's Craig. I'm back with another Anfield Agenda, bite-sized agenda, where we try and condense down our usual long shows into a 10 or 12 minute video about the Liverpool news, what's going on. I'm going to get straight into it because I actually have a lot to get through today. So Dejan Lovren will be returning tomorrow for the Reds game against Bradford. He's come back in this week. He's only doing a little bit of training, but Jurgen Klopp has said that he will be available for the game. I'll be hosting a watch along of the game tomorrow, and we will be starting 30 minutes before kickoff. So we hope you can join us for that. The friendly will be generating funds for the Derby Rimmer Motor Neuron Disease Foundation, a charity founded by former Liverpool defender Stephen Derby following his own diagnosis with motor neuron disease last September. So if you can make it down to Bradford for the game, please do go, please do support it. It's for a very good cause, as I've said. Now, moving on to transfer news. Nicolas Pepe's agent has been speaking about a potential move for his client to Paris Saint-Germain. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it's not to Liverpool, but nothing is signed, sealed and delivered yet. Speaking about the move, he said, Nicolas is open to everything. The aim for him is to sign in the right place. PSG is a possibility. Today, all parties need to reach an agreement. And by that, I'm kind of thinking he means the €65 million mark, which is what Lille seem to want for the player. Continuing on, he said, there are exchanges and discussions. He's wanted by a considerable number of clubs. For him, the most important thing is to be wanted and to go to a club in which he will play and continue to progress. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you my blunt, honest opinion. I don't know enough about Nicolas Pepe to tell you whether he's worth 65 million. I'm not going to lie to you and say if I have a confirmed interest in Nicolas Pepe. I mean, if Liverpool have a confirmed interest in Nicolas Pepe, because quite frankly, I don't know. We've heard both sides of this, and I'll leave it up to your good selves to figure out whether you believe the British-based journalists that say Liverpool unequivocally have no interest in Nicolas Pepe, or the continental French media that say, yes, we are interested. Liverpool have definitely spoken to the player's agent. I don't know who to believe. I guess only time will tell. Time is running out. Premier League window does close before other leagues around Europe, so it is important to keep that in mind. One transfer that's after coming up, or potential transfer over the past few hours, and that has really shocked a lot of Liverpool fans, and I include myself in this, is Nabil Fekir is apparently close to agreeing a 5-year, €30 million move to Real Betis, and that's according to various reports. Now, my problem about this is, one, obviously I'd like him at Liverpool, and I know that that does divide Liverpool fans, but €30 million, it seems like a reasonable fee. It's roughly half of what we were willing to pay from last year. Before perhaps the knee or the MRI or whatever it was that made Liverpool pull away from this, I don't know. But the real question here for me, ladies and gentlemen, around Nabil Fekir is a move to Real Betis a massive step forward in his career, or indeed a step forward at all? Now, Real Betis are certainly a club who are trying to push forward and progress. I get that. They're going to sell that guy, is it Lo Celso? Again, I probably mispronounced his name. It looks like they're looking to sell him, and that could be how they fund this move. But Lyon, Champions League club. Lyon, top level in French football. I suppose maybe playing in the Spanish league does appeal to Nabil Fekir. Maybe he feels the lifestyle will be similar to that of Lyon. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but it is one that shocks me. I would have thought that if he was going to make a move, it would have been to a higher level club. And I guess maybe Betis are looking at this and thinking, we get him in here for a couple of years, he does well in La Liga, we might be able to flip him and make a few quid. I don't know. Apologies if you could be the ice cream man in my estate, by the way, because it is the summer and the ice cream man is doing the rounds. Let me know your thoughts on the Pepe and Nicolas Fekir situations in the comment section below, and see what you think, or see what your take is on both moves. I do love and do appreciate your comments. So Sepp Vandenberg will have to wait until the pre-season tour of America to make his Liverpool debut. A delay in processing his papers or his international clearance has been what stopped him taking part in the friendlies against Tranmere, and he won't be taking part in the friendly against Bradford either. I know a couple of people were asking me about that on social media, and I had to do a bit of digging just to make sure that I was absolutely correct, that it was the paperwork that was causing the issue. And what else have we got? Yeah, something on FIFA. This is something I actually like, but I still don't know if it's gone far enough. So FIFA has doubled its ban on any player or officials found guilty of racist abuse up to 10 games. They've done it as part of their stance against acts of discrimination, and of course I applaud them for that. But is it far enough? I don't know. More on this, they've also changed the language that they use in their disciplinary code to include abuse of somebody for their sexual orientation as also now being viewed as a discrimination issue. Again, I applaud them for that. We do need this. We need all forms of discrimination stamped out of the game. Football should breach all borders and barriers. Football is a beautiful game. It's what we call it. It's why we all fell in love with it. Religion, sexual orientation, colour, nationality, anything like that should be parked up. It's a sport. It's there for enjoyment. And for us as fans, of course, it's there for entertainment as well. So I do applaud FIFA on this. I want to know what you guys think. Is increasing it from 5 games to a potential 10-game ban enough for racial discrimination or any form of discrimination, really? I think I'll leave it up to you. There are people far more qualified and far more intelligent than I that will decide on these things. But it is good to see FIFA make a stance, because they are protecting the beautiful game. That is their job themselves. UEFA, CONMEBOL, all the other foundations around the world, it is their job to protect this. They're custodians of the sport, the beautiful game, as I said earlier on. Andy Robertson will face a slight delay, ladies and gents, in returning to action after picking up a minor hand infection, but he will travel with the Reds on the pre-season tour of America. I know a lot of people were worried. He picked up an injury on international duty, not related to his hand, I believe. I think it was his thigh or his knee or one part of his leg that people were worried about, and it seems like this is the hand infection that might stop him. So we'll wait and see what happens. But it's good that he's gone on the pre-season tour. It is positive. I do expect him to be fit for the start of the season. Again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. So, a little bit of bad news around injury, I'm afraid. So, we seen the kids the other night go out and put in a tremendous display against Tranmere Rovers in absolutely demolishing them 6-0. Now, I do apologise. I got one of the goal scorers wrong, and here's the reason behind it. As you know, I was doing a watch along of the game the other night. My internet completely packed up. So I was half trying to get back on, half watching the game on LFC TV. And then I had to come and I had to do a post-match video to let you guys know what had gone on. So I trusted LiveScore. I trusted LiveScore because I didn't see the second half. And LiveScore, and still to this moment, you can check it yourself, LiveScore had Paul Glatzel down for the 6th goal instead of Bobby Duncan. So that's my bad. I did trust that app to give you guys that bit of news. I know there was a smart arse who tends to troll me on here that said that I know nothing about the football club. As I've said before, I never claim to be an expert. I am a fan. I think this gentleman needs to understand the whole point of fan content is that it is just fans on here. We make mistakes. Of course, if I had have watched the second half, I would have known it was Bobby Duncan that scored, but I couldn't because I had internet issues, which I was trying to get back on a live stream. So for that, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise. If I do make an error, I like to hold my hands up and say that I got things wrong. And look, it will happen, and it will happen again and again, because I'm a fan. I'm not an expert. Don't claim to be. I didn't appreciate the trolling either. But look, it happens to the best of us. We move on. What else have I got for you today? We spoke about Paul Glatzel. Klopp was talking about it, and he said, unfortunately, Paul, I never know how to pronounce that gentleman's name. I can already hear Brian Morrissey now saying, you can't pronounce any name, fella, just go on. Anyway, Mr. Glatzel got seriously injured, which is a shame. He's a wonderful kid, a wonderful player, unbelievable. This week showed what we taught him at Melwood. He helped already, so when he's back, he'll be one of my boys. I really liked what I saw. The kids did impress. I was so upset that I didn't get a chance to do the watch along of that game properly, because I was so looking forward to seeing Rhian Brewster, to seeing Kent, to seeing Wilson, seeing Glatzel, Duncan, and Larouci was absolutely class as well. I was very, very impressed with what I've seen against Tranmere. I know it's Tranmere Rovers, ladies and gents, and you have to take these things with a pinch of salt, but it was impressive. That Rhian Brewster header for me was just... it was the finish of a poacher. It was the finish of a young man that is full of confidence, and I can't wait to see what he can do as the season moves forward. There's a few other bits and pieces as well which is happening, but again, I want to just remind everybody that we're hosting a watch along of that game tomorrow. I also want to say a massive thank you. As you guys know, regular viewers of the channel will know, I haven't been around for a couple of days. Some internet issues, but a lot of it has just been to do with health for myself. I just needed to take a break. Things were starting to get on top of me a little bit, and you know, I've been honest about mental health issues and stuff on here, and quite frankly I haven't been up for it for the past couple of days. So if I let anybody down, or if people felt like they're waiting for streams, because I know a lot of people enjoy the nightly streams. I know there's some people, and I've been reached out to by email, by private messages and stuff, and I cannot say thank you enough. The help and the love that you guys have given me over the past couple of days, it really has helped. I know it sounds cringy, it might sound cheesy, but I honestly mean it. It has helped. I've read through them, I've spoken to my wife about them. Sometimes in life it's the one or two negative comments that get to you, and you could have hundreds and hundreds of lovely ones, but usually I'm strong enough to brush these things off, and I'm going to try and find ways to not read the comments basically in post stream stuff. So one option would be to shut off the comments, but that is absolutely not what we want to do, because we're an interactive channel and I love during our live streams interacting with you guys. So tomorrow for the game, that will be my first time back hosting a watch along. I hope you can join us. I'm really looking forward to it. The kids were great, as I said, against Tranmere, and let's see what they have against Bradford, and then the Reds head off to America next week. I will be able to cover the Borussia Dortmund game before I head off on my holidays, so again, I'm looking forward to that one. If there's anything you think I've missed, or there's anything you want me to talk about, please, you know how to get in contact with me at this point. AnfieldAgenda@outlook.com. You can get us at Twitter, you can get us on Instagram at AnfieldAgenda. Really straightforward. Let me think of anything else before we finish up. Content coming up over the next week. I am recording a podcast with Cash and with Jace Roberts on Monday, so that will be going out. We have another podcast scheduled in next Friday with Chris and with Brian Morrissey, and then I'm catching up with Anthony, aka Leicester City FC Boya. We're having a chat on Wednesday as well as the usual bite-sized agenda shows, and hopefully I'll be able to start doing a few more live things as well if health allows. But look, I think I should be okay, fingers crossed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I do appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I hope to see you tomorrow for the game against Bradford. I apologise again for the other day for the technical issues. It is something that drives me absolutely crazy, but look, life is what it is. I will chat to you all tomorrow. As always, take care of your families, tell your loved ones that you love them, and up the motherfucking Reds. Take care.